Hello and welcome to another episode of I Am. My name is Hayden Ali and I'm the producer and the host for this show. And this week we are spotlighting Wyatt Cooper, who is a speech and theater education major here at Northwest Missouri State. And he's involved in a variety of theater functions here, both within the university and the local community as well. So thanks for being on the show today.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to be here, Hayden.
Yeah, so break down where are we at right now.
Oh, okay. Probably should get that out of the way. This is the Rose Theater. It's a small little community theater near the center of town here in Maryville. I'm in a production currently called Screen Door Confessions. By the time this airs, I think we'll be wrapping up. This is the set back here. It's a piece that takes place in the same location, essentially over the main character's entire lifespan. So it tells her story from beginning to end. It's a lot about redemption, love, forgiveness. It's a very serious play, but there's moments of levity.
Tell me about just maybe how you got down the path of theater, maybe what really got you started and interested in theater.
Yeah, that's, I'll try and keep it brief. Essentially, for most of my life, I actually didn't want anything to do with anything that would constitute talking in front of large groups of people, or really just anything artistic at all. I wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to build stuff. Everyone said I was good at math, things like that. And then around I think it was my sophomore year of high school, my girlfriend at the time said, "I want to audition for the musical. You should come with me." And like any good boyfriend, I said, "Okay." And I auditioned for the musical, and lo and behold, I actually got in, which I didn't think was going to happen. So that's where I got my foot in the door. Then after that relationship came to an end, I just kept going back to audition for more shows. People started to say that I actually, like that I could be in front of people and that I was good at it. It's sort of how I gained any sort of confidence in myself. You know, I mean, I was just, you can get two words out of me before I came to theater. You know, I was this horrifically shy, really, really introverted person. But I say introverted, but I think I was an extrovert that didn't know how to talk to people, so I just kind of was forced to keep all that energy like pent up inside, and then whenever I would act on it, people were like, "Stop," you know?
Sure.
So theater was an outlet for that, you know, that I could talk in front of people, that I could sing, that I could dance, that I could have a stage presence, which completely just blew my mind. You know, I never thought I'd have any even seed of a talent at doing something like that. So I got more involved with the department. My theater teacher took a pretty decent interest in me. He really helped to build my confidence up, you know, things like that. And ever since, I've just been diving into it. You know, I love to do it. It's a ton of fun, and I owe it a lot, you know. So.
Maybe looking back or looking at it now here at Northwest, has theater changed at all for you? Maybe what keeps you going and interested in the theater now?
I think it's been a definite incline, I would say, you know, of a growing interest in the art form. Because when I first started, I was like, "Oh, this is fun. I like this. You know, makes me feel important." Things like that.
Sure.
And then just the more time has gone on, the more I get involved with it. The more that I learn about it, how it's so focused on telling stories and things like that. Specifically, like the melding it with teaching, right? So that's why I'm studying more to be a theater teacher than to be an actor. The ability to teach my future students about much more than just like, how do you be an audience member with good etiquette? You know, how do you read a monologue for an audition? How do you act in a scene? You know, you can teach them about morals, about things about life, you know. You get to see a lot of different facets of the human condition. Anyone, in my opinion, can find a place in theater, you know, whether you're a tech head like I used to be, you know, and you want to get behind the camera, or you want to build the sets, paint things. I really do think any disposition can find a place in live theater. Absolutely. So.
That's an interesting point of view. I've always thought it was meant for people who are really into it, you know, but you would say maybe rather the opposite.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of people, when they think about the theater kids, you know, everyone's this really charismatic, outgoing, like boisterous, like myself, I guess, that everyone's, screaming Shakespeare to the ceiling, but it's just as diverse as any other classroom, really. I mean, there's some kids in there that are, really tight-lipped, very introverted, but they understand lighting design like nobody else's business, I mean, lighting, sound, you just gotta take a step back and think about all the technical elements that go into making a show, I mean, the theater kids aren't just the actors. The theater kids are the stagehands, the technicians, the directors, the managers, the producers, the publicists, I mean, everyone's got a part to play.
Thanks for being on the show today and taking the time, and appreciate learning more about you, man. That's the last interview of the season. Be sure to tune in next week for a recap of the entire season, looking back at all the past people that we've talked with, people such as Wyatt as well. We'll see you later.